Donald Trump withdraws the United States from the Paris Agreement in 2025, a controversial decision with global consequences. In January 2025, Donald Trump, following his return to power, officially signed documents to withdraw the United States from the Paris Agreement on climate change. This decision, marked by a symbolic ceremony at the White House, sparked outrage on a global scale and renewed debates over America's role in combating the climate crisis. President Trump justified the move by claiming that the Paris Agreement was unfair to the American economy, highlighting its alleged negative impacts on key domestic industries such as coal, oil, and natural gas. During the press conference accompanying his decision, he stated, "We will no longer let international agreements harm our workers and prosperity. America must remain independent and strong." The announcement triggered a wave of reactions both within the United States and abroad. Environmental advocates condemned it as a dangerous step backward in the fight against climate change. Numerous organizations, scientists, and world leaders expressed disappointment and concern, emphasizing the critical role of international cooperation in limiting global temperature rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Potential consequences of the decision: the withdrawal of the United States, one of the world's largest greenhouse gas emitters, undermines the global effort to combat climate change. Without U.S. participation, the likelihood of meeting the Paris Agreement goals diminishes significantly, potentially leading to more severe and frequent climate-related disasters such as hurricanes, floods, and wildfires. While Trump's administration views the withdrawal as a move to protect American industries, the long-term economic consequences could be dire. Climate inaction could lead to widespread financial losses due to the cost of disaster recovery, disrupted supply chains, and declining agricultural productivity. Additionally, vulnerable countries, particularly in the global south, would face worsening climate impacts, heightening geopolitical instability and migration crises. By stepping away from the Paris Agreement, the United States risks losing its position as a global leader in climate diplomacy. This opens the door for other countries, such as China and the European Union, to take the lead in renewable energy innovation and international policymaking. The decision could further strain relations with allies who remain committed to combating climate change. The withdrawal could slow investment in renewable energy and green technologies in the United States. Federal support for fossil fuels may deter private companies from pursuing cleaner alternatives, putting America at a competitive disadvantage as the global economy increasingly shifts towards sustainability. Domestically, the decision may energize grassroots climate movements and state-level initiatives. Many U.S. states, cities, and corporations have already pledged to uphold the principles of the Paris Agreement despite federal decisions. This divide could lead to a fragmented national climate policy, with some regions advancing aggressive climate action while others double down on fossil fuel reliance. A pivotal moment in history. While Trump's decision reflects the economic and political priorities of his administration, it underscores the fragility of global climate agreements that depend on voluntary participation. The consequences of this withdrawal will likely shape not only the environmental landscape but also the economic and political trajectory of the 21st century. As nations around the world redouble their efforts to combat climate change, the absence of the United States poses a critical challenge. Can the global community move forward without the leadership of one of its most powerful players? Or will this decision mark the beginning of a more fragmented, less effective approach to addressing the climate crisis?